Welcome to Fabric Monday. Today I will show how and why to edit a direct query model using the Tabular editor. Let's see how this works. Here you may notice I have a Lakehouse and I have a model on my Lakehouse. Let's take a look on the details of this window. I'm on the SQL Analytics endpoint of the Lakehouse and I'm on the Model tab of my Lakehouse. Inside the Model tab I have two additional tabs. One tab for all the tables and another tab for the full dataset objects. This means that I don't need to expose all my tables on the full semantic model of the Lakehouse. For example, in this situation, they are not there. On the full semantic model, I have only 5 tables, while on my Lakehouse I have a total of 6 tables. Which table is not on the full semantic model? We can control this on the Reporting tab on the top, Manage the full semantic model button. And here we will notice that dimension employee is not present on the full semantic model. It's on the Lakehouse but not on the full semantic model. On the other hand, dimension stock needs to be present on the full semantic model because it has a measure. Measures can only be created on the semantic model, so once a measure is created, the table needs to be on the full semantic model. So we are seeing that we can have semantic models with different sets of tables and distribute these semantic models for our end users. In this way, our end users will have access to different views of our model, our Lakehouse. How do we create a different semantic model, another one besides the full dataset objects? Well, we have seen this on a previous Fabric Monday. We use the option New Semantic Model. And in my example, I use the fact sale and the dimension date tables to create a new semantic model. I have a special workspace, Lakehouse Demo Semantic, for my semantic models. I'll call this semantic model Delivery Model because I focus this model on the delivery date of the fact sale. Let me confirm, and the semantic model will be created. Once the semantic model is created, I have another window open and I can edit the semantic model. The capability to edit the semantic model is in preview. It's a new feature on the Power BI portal which is still in preview. Before advancing, let's get back and see some configurations we need to have enabled to make all these changes, to be editing the semantic model in the portal and to access the semantic model from the Tabular editor. On Power BI, I'll go to the admin portal and check the capacity settings. I need to check the capacity of my workspace, the capacity configurations of my workspace. My workspace are using trial capacities. So I have here one of my trial capacities. And I open the item Power BI Workload. Here I have many configurations related to the capacity, and one of them defines if the semantic model is read-only or read-write through the XMLA endpoint. So I'll define that it is read-write on the XMLA endpoint. Yes. The other configuration to allow the edit of the semantic model in the portal is not linked to the capacity. is directly on tenant settings. We can here filter to locate this configuration, edit, and we can already see here data model settings. If the users can edit the data model in the Power BI service, this is enabled, but it's a preview feature. Keep in mind this is a preview feature. Just a few months ago, you would not be able to do that. Now that we saw the configurations we need, let's get back to our semantic model. Here we have the semantic model. I have two relationships. One is with invoice date key, which is active. The other one is with the delivery date key, which is not active. I would like to make this delivery date key relationship active. I can change the first relationship to inactive, disable the first relationship, apply changes, and then enable the second relationship, apply changes. Just that, and I have a specific semantic model with a slightly different model than my Lakehouse, customized in relation to my Lakehouse, and I made the addition on the portal. Let me revert this so we can try to do that on the Tabular editor as well. Remind that just a few months ago you would not be capable to do that in the portal, and there are still many properties that you can't see in the portal, you only see on the Tabular editor. So let's make a magic and revert it very fast. That's it, we got back to our starting point. I will close this semantic model and I will see the workspace where the semantic model is located. I have here the delivery model. How do I connect it to this workspace to access this semantic model? I need to go to the workspace settings. On the premium settings, we have the workspace connection. The connection address for this workspace. So I can copy this address and I can use other tools to connect to this workspace, such as Tabular editor. So use the Tabular editor to connect to this workspace. File, open from DB. So file open from DB, and I use this address. I just copy it from my portal. Okay, I will need to authenticate. Of course, I need to authenticate. So, my user. I'm connecting to the workspace, so it shows the semantic models in the workspace and I can choose to which one I would like to connect. The semantic model to which I would like to connect is the delivery model. So you can notice it's showing the two semantic models, and I'll connect to the delivery model and click OK. On the Tabular editor, I can make the changes to the relationships. Here we can see the relationships and see that one is active and the other is inactive. I can change exactly this. So active, false, and active, true on the other one. So the relationship is now active. Another interesting detail to note when connecting from the Tabular editor to our semantic model is that I can prove this semantic model is using direct lake. We can check the properties of the partition of the table. Here I selected the partition, and in mode on the properties of the partition, we'll notice the query mode is direct link. So this semantic model is using direct link. I can check the other one as well, and it is the same, direct link. I'll save my change to the portal. Change saved. Let's close the Tabular editor. To check these changes, let's connect to this model from Power BI. I'm on Power BI, so I use the Data Hub to connect to a semantic model and choose my delivery model. Connect. I can see my tables from the delivery model, the two I selected, and if I check on the model, I can see the two relationships, and the one relationship which is active is with delivery date key, using the delivery date key. The other one, inactive, is using the invoice date key. Why I had to use the Power BI desktop to check this? I had to use the Power BI desktop to check this because after I make a change on a semantic model through an external tool, such as Tabular model, the edition of the model is not supported in the portal anymore. I can't go to the portal and edit the model again. Now I can only edit this model on the Tabular editor or another external tool. So I can't edit on the portal anymore. If I decide to edit the model on the portal, I need to keep this in mind. The first time I need to edit the model outside the portal will not accept to edit the model anymore. Thank you very much for watching and see you next week.